Hi, good morning. We've had a bit of a storm blowing through overnight. I think the worst of it has sort of passed now. It's just blustery out there. It was just 60-mile-an-hour winds, and it's the tail end of some hurricane they've had across the pond. So it's brought horrendous amounts of rain. We haven't got no flooding because we're at the top of a mountain. We have had intermittent power outages. Just as well I've got my little jackery that's kept the internet going. And of course we've got gas stove and we've got wood burner. Some keto blueberry pancakes made with banana, almond flour, egg, blueberries. And this is my late breakfast. Well, it will be today's breakfast and tomorrow's breakfast. Right, tonight for dinner we're having one of the canned lamb doner kebab meats that I did a few months ago. So I'm just going to get it out of the jar and then put it through the slicing machine. There we go, what we'd call a mini elephant foot. I had to pop into town this morning, but well worth it. I did pick up a whole box of sweet potatoes. It was 6 kilos in total for £4. Too good a bargain to pass up. So now I'm trying to get things done with them. So in the bottom of the oven, I've got a tray of roast sweet potatoes being baked, and I've got several trays of sliced sweet potatoes being turned into chips. So they're going to all cook slowly in there. I will can some up, and then I'll have to think about what I'm going to do with the rest. But for £4, I know they're not massive sweet potatoes, but they're good enough for us. £4 for 6 kilos of sweet potatoes. That is a bargain. And also while I was there, I picked up this Romenska for £1. I have got some on the go in the polytunnel. They won't be ready for a couple of months yet, but I thought, oh, that does look lovely for £1. So there we go. Glazing our pork joint for tonight's dinner. It's going to go in the slow cooker, and it's going to cook in some apple juice I've got left in the fridge. I've also got half a cabbage left I'm going to slice up. I'm going to fry that off with some onions, and that is going to be tonight's dinner. Got a busy day today, so I'm just getting a head start and getting it done this morning. Now, I've been having an issue with the a load of strawberry plants dying back because strawberries were in these containers. Taking them out. Here are the culprits. One. Here's another. Another. These are vine weevil grubs, and they just munch away on the roots of your plants. And then they'll go into their little mode of going to sleep, and then they hatch out as adult vine weevil and continue the cycle. And I'm tipping all the soil into here. There's another one. So any I do find, I am squishing. And my plan is these buckets of soil will get sealed up and left. I've got another bucket here that I've already emptied out. But also what I shall do is I will get some Bravado, which is vine weevil killer, and I will give it all a good watering with that. And then I will put the lids on the buckets and they'll be left until spring next year. I haven't had a vine weevil issue for a good few years, and usually every winter I do water all the plants that come in the polytunnel over winter. I water them with Bravado. Last year I didn't, so whether that is the result of it or not, I don't know. But the strawberries are all being planted around the citrus trees in this bed. It'll just make them a lot easier to look after than looking after them in containers. We've got a bit of a dry day today, so I'm taking up the last of the onions, just clearing this bed down, and then we'll go and lay in the polytunnel. These were the late onions that I put in that we didn't think would come to much, but they've not done too bad. And there is some nice size onions there. So once I've got them all cleared out of the bed, let me show you what I'm doing with them. Right, end of September, it's still a busy time. There's still lots going on. As you can see, the polytunnel's just bursting. These were the ones I cleared out the other bed the other week, so they're all just being left here now to cure, and then I shall clean them up and I'll get into storage. I've also been doing the same with some of the winter squash. Some of those are being harvested and left here to cure. And I've still got up here, there's still garlic waiting to be cleaned up, and there's more garlic down there. That's the last few of the red onions. There's a few more of the yellow onions from earlier in the year there. And the other onions I've got are, let me see, Oh. These ones here, that, let me take it down here, there's a bit more space, that I harvested the other week. These are the Hungarian potato onions, which you use a bit like shallots. So I need to go through these, get them cleaned up. I shall keep some back for next year's growing, and the others I shall bring into the house and we shall start using them. So, but they're all drying up nicely. And then that'll be it for onions this year. I'm not going to do winter onions. I shall get them started probably beginning of the year. What else is happening in the polytunnel? The peas are coming on great, which is just as well because the last lot in the outside netted tunnel over the far side got flattened by the wind. Watercress, that's doing amazingly well, and I've got some lettuce here that I'm going to get into this unit as well, so they're waiting to get in there. So we've been harvesting watercress, yeah, really good. The unidentified, whatever they are, there's no little, I think there must be cabbage, because there's no little heads forming or cauliflower or anything, so I think they're probably a cabbage. So we've got a fair amount of cabbage. These ones here are cauliflower. Oh, the leaves look very similar. So we shall wait and see. I've got to get some weeding done here. There's quite a few weeds popping up and I need to keep on top of them. This is the Romenska in this row going down here. And these are sprouts at the back, so I need to start tying them up before they start falling over. Yes, that's cauliflower. This is a mix of cabbage. There's Savoy, there's white cabbage, there's red cabbage, there's all sorts there. And then we've got another couple of rows of broccoli there. There's some more red cabbage there. That's my stray sprout plant, which I really need to get the sprouts off and get him pulled out of the ground. Yeah, they might do for tomorrow's dinner actually. I did do another cutting of stevia and that went in the dehydrator. There's a couple of white cabbages there. Celeriac seems to be doing all right. The potatoes all need tipping out and harvesting. Spinach, we'll just start cutting some of that back. There's a row of beetroot there and there's a row of pak choy there. So the sweet corn is all finished now. I've pulled out the first lot this morning and that's all going over to the pigs. And I think these squashes, they're going to end up getting pulled out and going to the pigs. As you did see, I did go through them a bit and I was pulling off any heads that were there. But I don't think they're starting to get mildewy, so they just need to come out now and go down to the pigs. Swede, they're doing great. Got quite a few of those. And this is the coloured cauliflower. The little purple one, he needs harvesting before he goes to seed. I've got a little yellow one coming now. There's another little purple one there. And that one's a yellow one. That one's got a little yellow, golden yellow head. I don't know what that one is down at the end. But yeah, this bit here, with all the swede and bits of turnip and that, they all need harvesting out of the way. So that's the plan this week, is to get as much of this cleared as possible, ready for winter, because I'll be starting to bring in plants that need overwintering, and basically I need to get cleared, get some manure and everything down all ready for next year's growing season. I'm not going to be growing a vast amount through the winter. That bed, when I finish clearing the onions out, again, that will be manured, weeded, manured and covered over for winter. The leeks, I could start harvesting some of the leeks. And the same will happen to that bed, and I've got another empty bed there that's desperately in need of being weeded. So that's all then. Oh, I'll just show you the fruit trees I got that were on offer. $9.99. I think it was for 4 or 5, can't remember. Anyway, that one has come into leaf. That one's come into leaf. That one over there has come into leaf. And this one here has. This one hasn't done anything. Right. And a quick check under the bark. And I don't think it's actually alive, and the same with this one. So these ones I'm going to take photos of, the ones that haven't. I've got 4 that have. The ones that haven't, I'm going to take photos of, contact the company, and see what they say. So yeah, so there's lots of clearing up to do. We've had so much rain. This is the sweet corn I pulled up earlier. Pigs will enjoy munching through that. The parsnips, I did start weeding that bed and then the rain came back again, but the parsnips are coming on fine there. These peas just got flattened by the wind and the rain, so that's just got to be cleared out. And these beds again just need covered over for winter. These parsnips are doing fine. Again, this bed needs weeding and prepping and putting to sleep for winter. These are the peas that all got flattened. So I'm going to go through them because some of them are ready to harvest. And we should probably have some for dinner tonight actually. But yeah, they did get well and truly flattened. And we've got little turnips in here. So I've been picking the last few courgettes. But again, yeah, this all needs to be tidied now and put away. The stems are just broken, so really they've had it. So some of them will just get picked as mange too, I think. But some of the pods are podded up. So I need to go through them. These squashes here are all finished with. They're not going to come to anything now. Yeah, it's been quite a good year. I've still got tomatoes. Tons and tons of tomatoes. I think it's getting to the stage now where what we can't eat will be going to the pigs. There's lots of stuff actually to be cleared out, gone to the pigs. But yes, it is still, as you can see, lots of tomatoes there to harvest. They have done really, really well. The beans are all drying up. Cucumbers. Lots of cucumbers still. And there is loads of peppers down there to harvest as well. Yep. All the peppers are now turning. So yeah, carrots. There's carrots there. Ready to harvest as well. Yeah, so all these beds just need clearing now and putting to sleep for winter. So, and that'll be it. We'll be all ready for another year next year. As sweet potatoes. I don't know whether they'll actually come to anything, but we shall see when I come to harvest. I don't know whether there is actually any tubers there or not. Right, I better crack on getting my onions up before we get more rain. I know we've got another storm coming through tomorrow, and that will be another tail end of another hurricane from across the pond. Yeah, please don't send us any more. We don't want any more now. Right, I'm going to carry on with onions. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll catch up with you on my next video.